Okay, well, guess who is working the farms so that you can afford your food? So the reality is that so long as we live in a capitalist society, there's always going to be someone or a group of people that will do work that some of the rest of y'all don't want to do.
In her mind, this is her saying this. If we get rid of them, who's going to get out there and grow our fruits and vegetables? Who's going to till the land? Who are going to be the new indentured servants? Who's going to be the new slave? Who's going to be the new lower class?
How many of you are sending your kids to college to go and work on them? Okay, well, guess who is working the farms so that you can afford your food?
That you can have food.
So that you can have food. Now, how many of you are looking to send your kids into hospitality after this college education so that they can go and make the beds at the hotels? How many of you are planning to send your kids to college? Because that's what we do here. We send everybody to college. How many of you are planning to send your kids to college so that they can then go and build these houses? So the reality is that so long as we live in a capitalist society, there's always going to be someone or a group of people that will do work that some of the rest of y'all don't want to do. These are the people that are really making us great in this country.
Was that racist? Please let me know in the comments. Do you think that that was racist? This is why I ask. Because she's pooling all of the. Now, let's make this make sense. First of all, to Jasmine Crockett's point, Americans, we go to school and we try to bust our ass so that we can have a high-paying job and career and possibly start our own business so that we can live the American dream. All right? That's to her point. A lot of people aren't going to college so that they can work the fields of farms. A lot of people aren't going to college so that they can go and pick crops, is what she's saying. But that's the Democrat way of thinking. This is why, because she is thinking that if whatever you're doing for a living does not involve going to college, then you must be low class. This shows that nobody's going to college for a degree and to become a mechanic. They're going to trade school for that. No one's going to college to become an electrician. They go to trade school for that. Plumber, same thing. Carpentry, same thing. She said, who's going to build your homes at the end of this? Who's going to build your houses? Because in her mind, it's nothing but Hispanics that do that. In her mind, immigrants are nothing but Hispanic. In her mind, this is her saying this. If we get rid of them, who's going to get out there and grow our fruits and vegetables? Who's going to till the land? Who are going to be the new indentured servants? Who's going to be the new slave? Who's going to be the new lower class? Who's going to replace the Negro? Because she does not. Here's one thing. And think about what I just now said last. The who's going to replace the Negro part is a lot of Democrats don't think that white people ever go through anything. They don't think that white people are poor. They don't care about white poors. They don't. So when they're comparing certain things, when they're talking about the least of these, when they're talking about the jobs that only the people don't have anything would do, they're only thinking about Hispanics. Yeah. She's not thinking about whether or not they would climb the ladder and become engineers or lawyers or even work for the Senate or Congress or anything like that. She's not thinking about that. She's not thinking about them being dentists or educators or firemen or anything like that. She's thinking about who is going to do the dirtiest work that nobody else wants to do. Because Americans have been here. I mean, African Americans have been here long enough to the point where we are too good to stand outside of Home Depot and wait for somebody to pull up. And we say, hey, my friend, you need help? I work for you. My friend. Black people are too good for that. Drive around the United States to any Home Depot, to any Lowe's, And you're only going to see Hispanics standing outside of them stores. So that's in her mind. The people that's selling fruits out of stands. You don't see no black people doing that. I think that that's just an ignorant way of putting it. But they all have been saying this over the years. I want y'all to see this right here. This is absolutely nuts, bro. I mean, because I understand what she's trying to say, because I also speak Democratic races. I also speak black races. I speak black races very fluently. I speak black races pretty damn fluently, bro. Here's Nancy Pelosi talking about it too. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to know in the comments. Check this out.
Why are you shipping these immigrants up north? We need them to pick the crops down here. But that doesn't mean that we don't recognize our moral responsibility as well. When the president, the former, well,
she said, why are we shipping them away? We need them up here to pick the crops. What are we doing? Why are we sending away to help? Who's going to scrub our toilets? Who's going to clean up behind us? Who's going to work in hospitality inside of the hotels? Wow, Nancy. Wow. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Here's Schumer saying the same exact thing, man. They all say the same thing. That's one of the reasons why I decided to join forces with conservatives when it came to my political ideology, because the more I listen, the more you start to hear, like they tell you we're racist. They tell you it. Listen to this right here. This is Chuck Schumer. Shout out to Schumer's nostrils.
Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here.
No, don't clap for him. Listen to what he said in the beginning. He tried to walk himself up out of there, like, because we need this so that they can become the dreamers and then they start to do great things. Nah, go back to where you started. We need them to do all the sugar honey iced tea that we are too American and spoiled to do, that we are too entitled to do. We are too arrogant and too, what's the other word, conceited to do. We too good for that. We need them in their little immigrant hands and immigrant fingers to do things that my manicured American hands will never do. I'm not getting out there. No, stop asking me. Y'all would die waiting for me to go out there and plant some lettuce.
Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants.
So what he's saying is we're short of workers. We're short of workers. Are we though? Because there's millions of people in America, millions of Americans who don't have jobs. So if we're short of workers, fill up them damn jobs with workers. Start hiring people at good rates, pay them good rates, and they will start working. You don't want to be short of workers. All these companies are greedy AF. If you don't know what AF is, the acronym, you go ahead and do your Google. What is AF? AF is what? AF equal. You go ahead and do that. But then he says, we're not having babies at the rate that's helping to grow this nation. It's the Democrats that's starting that. Y'all are behind that machine. You all. I believe it was Bill Gates that said, where are we right now? We're at 7.8 billion. I think a good sweet spot is to get us down to like 6 billion people. We need to get rid of more people. And then the lady that started Planned Parenthood, we need to start unaliving more babies. How can we do this? Can we campaign? Can we say that it's about women's health? What can we do? Can we put it in areas where they don't know no better and we can act like we're helping them? Yeah, let's do that. Huh? I think that's genius. Yeah, let's do that. How can we get rid of more people? How about we tell everybody to be gay? That'll stop them from making more babies. The Democrats are the number one. Y'all are in the front line hoping that we have less babies. Y'all are in the front line against nuclear families. But yet you have Chuck Schumer talking about we're not having babies like we used to because y'all don't promote that. Y'all promote that people have babies and then teach their babies to no longer have babies, to teach their sons, yeah, you know what? You might be a girl. Who knows? Matter of fact, we'll let you decide once you get 6 or 7 years old. This started happening in the last administration. The Democrats were in support of that, in support of children or in support of parents not even giving their child or telling their child what their gender, signing anything saying that our son is a boy. Like they decided that, you know what? We're going to wait until they're old enough to decide for themselves. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're no longer teaching that a man and a woman is a good thing. What comes from a relationship between a man and a woman is also a good thing. The best way to keep this union together is through marriage. The best way to finance your household and to grow a business is to have a partner that you're growing a family with. Someone who loves you and protect you and will support you no matter what. They're moving away from all of that. But yet they're acting like it's the conservatives. They act like it's you all that are ruining the fabric of our country. It's them. It is them over and over and over again. It's unfortunate, but it's them. They can't even hide it anymore.